Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is me Manahal Mojawali. I'm a student of Farhan School. Today we have a very special guest joining us, a young and incredibly talented student from the Emirates. She's just 12 years old in grade 7 at Next Generation School and already exploring her passion for computer science, STEM, and creativity. Metha Mother is not just an avid learner but also a creative mind who loves speaking, crafting, and even designing award winning math games. She's a former member of her school's robotic club, a sport champion, and storyteller at heart. We are diving into her school life, her big dreams, and how she balances it all. Plus, we all hear some fun and inspiring stories that will make you smile and maybe even think differently about learning and creativity. So, grab a seat, relax, and get ready to be inspired by Metha's journey. So, let's jump right in. Assalamu alaikum, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm also doing great and I'm also excited. Welcome, Meta. Before moving on questions, would you please introduce yourself for my viewers?
Yes. Hi, I'm Nathan Matan and I'm from Dubai and I love like creating stuff and I love storytelling and I was really interested in that stuff when I was young.
All right, thank you so much for your introduction. So, now let's move on to questions. My first question is on your screen. What do you like most about studying at Next Generation School?
The teachers are really kind and I really love it there because the people are there are actually very nice and yeah, and it's such a great community.
All right, mashallah. Thank you so much for your answer. So, how has your school helped you grow as a person?
Um, it helped me grow with my attitude and it helped me grow like it grew my brain a lot. Like I've learned so many stuff from being in that school and I'm really happy to be at that school and I don't think I want to change ever.
That's really great. Thank you so much for your answer. So, what's a memorable moment you we had with your classmates or teachers?
There was this one time where we had National Day and it was really fun. I had so much fun with my classmates and my teachers. And there was also this one time where we went on a field trip. We went to the park. We went to the Museum of the Future and then we went to the park. It was really fun to enjoy it with my classmates and my teachers. And I had really fun.
All right, mashallah. Thank you so much for your answer. So, if you could change one thing about your school, what would it be and why?
Um, before, after like the corona, like before the corona and everything, we used to have like after school clubs, but we don't anymore. So I would, if we had after school clubs like we had before, I would really love to join.
Okay, all right. So, which is your favorite subject and what do you enjoy most about it?
My favorite subject is art because I have the opportunity to create things and leave my mind to like my mind is really creative, so I can just draw anything I like or like yeah.
If you had a chance to draw anything unique about future, so what would it be you want to like make?
For my future, I would like a big house with kids and with animals and with puppies. And I would really love to maybe explore the world one day, like explore countries and cities. That's what I've always wanted to do ever since I was a child.
All right, thank you so much for your answer. So, what's the most important lesson you will learn from your school?
Um, to always, like, every single week we have assemblies about our profits and about like the way we talk and speak and like our attitude in school. So from those assemblies, that's actually how I met Rahan, and I was really thankful to attend that day.
All right, so now let's talk about your friends and hobbies. So, what kind of friend are you in your group at school?
I feel like the supportive one, and like a creative person. Like whenever we have like a group project, I always have ideas in my mind, or and I feel like very caring to my friends. That's what I think.
All right, that's great. Thank you so much for your answer. So, what's the best teamwork experience we had in school?
We were playing sports day, and then my teammates were really, really, really good. And I was really proud. It doesn't matter if we win or we lost, but like they were really good, and like I was really proud of my team and my classmates.
All right, mashallah. So, what has been the biggest challenge you faced in school, and how did you overcome it?
My biggest challenge would be probably tests because I feel like there's so much weight on me during tests, and I overcome it by studying and having a tutor come to me every single day for a month.
Okay, all right. So, who inspire you the most in your life and why?
My brother inspires me because my older brother, he inspires me a lot because throughout my years he is, no matter what, he's always so caring. No matter what, even if we fight, he'll always be caring, he'll always be kind, and like overall he's just an amazing person, and I'm so inspired by him, and I hope one day I'll become like him.
Oh, that's great. I think everyone not like their brothers, but you like and you inspire with your brother. That's really good. Thank you so much for your answer.
Thank you.
So, what's something you will learn from baking, writing, or crafting that you use in your daily life?
I've learned to always be creative, and um, if if you think you're not, like, if you think you can't do it, then you never tried. So like do it. And baking, I always make stuff for my family. So when I go older, maybe one day I could open a business or something like that. I just have to be creative with it.
All right. So, how do you stay motivated when things don't go as planned?
Um, I always remember that famous people like Steve Jobs, they all tried businesses, and everyone failed once or twice, but they still went through it. And look at look at them now. They're really famous and very successful too.
Okay, all right. So, what's your funniest baking fail? Did anyone dare to try it?
My funniest baking fail would be I accidentally put, and I thought I was making cake, and then I thought that the measurement for the water was oil, and then I put, I think, 120 ml of oil in my cake, and and when I cooked it, it wouldn't cook, but then it like it burnt, and then when I tried it, it was so oily. I'm never doing that again. But the best thing that I learned is that I should probably read the instructions again before baking again. But and then the next day I made the cake again because I bought two boxes, and then it turned out amazing. I decorated it with frosting, and I gave it to my family. They really liked it.
All right, that's great. So, to be honest, I don't like cooking, baking. So, how anyone can bake with the with interesting baking? So, would you please give us any advice?
Um, for like, if you think baking is boring, to be honest, it really depends on what you want to do. For example, you can make like cookies, like you can like decorate the cookies, and then you can also make cake in like different colors, and you can even decorate it with frosting later. So that's what's really fun. That's what I like to do, and that's why it's not boring to me. And I love having fun with it and being creative with baking.
All right, thank you so much for your answer. So, if you could turn your favorite book into a movie, what role would you play in it?
My favorite book is actually a diary I used to read when I was young. It's called The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And if I would want to play a role, I would play the main character, which is Greg. He's really funny and I like it. But I've read so many other books and that, scary books, and like a bunch of other stuff.
Okay, all right. So, what's your favorite part about being in the school robotics club?
I was in a robotics club, but not anymore. But my favorite part is that I could learn a bunch of stuff, and like ever since I was young, I was always my brother's actually is in he's in college in robotic science, and that's probably why I liked robotic science a lot when I grew up. Because as I said, he really inspires me, and when I saw what he did, and when I because when before I sleep, I used to lay down next to him and I see what he was doing, and it was like a presentation of him for robotic science. So I told my mom, I want for college, I want to go to for robotic science because it seemed really interesting because I used to sit next to my brother and I really liked it.
Okay, all right. So, how do you balance so many hobbies like writing, baking, and sport? Like, I have just one hobby, and my hobby is sleeping. So I can sleep anytime. So, how you balance your hobbies?
So at night I write, and then in the afternoon I bake for my family. And then for sports, I actually do it in the morning. Or before I bake, I play sports with my siblings. I usually play football with my brother. My younger brother, he's 5, and I actually run around my house like in circles. So maybe I could get faster and like actually win the sports this year, cause I win every year.
All right, that's inspiring. Thank you so much for your answer. So, you love Legos. What's the coolest thing you ever built? And did you ever give it a fun story?
There was this one time where it was Friday and me and my mom, we built like there's a show. It's like a cartoon I used to watch when I was young. It was like it's called Friends, and it's like about 5 friends like like it's all about adventure and all of that. So I got the Lego set and I was building it after, and then like there was like a few pieces left. Okay, there wasn't even like 10, there was less than 10 pieces. My sister, she came and my younger sister, and she fell on it and then she broke it, and it took about a week to build because it was so many pieces and the house was really big. And the funniest story I ever gave it was I probably because it was like mini characters, and then I would make me and my mom would make like a fun story about how because there was a built-in hospital in the house. I don't know how, but there was a hospital in the house, and then basically a girl got injured, and then we took her to the hospital, and in the Lego hospital, it was really fun. It was like a hospital, and there was like a restaurant, and there was like bedrooms. I don't know how, but it was really nice.
All right, mashallah. So, imagine you are hosting a baking TV show. What's the first recipe you teach and why?
Actually, when I was young, I've always wanted to host a baking show, and the first recipe I teach is I made these cookies a while back. It was like s'mores and a cookie. It was like both, and it was like really really good. So I feel like um I would teach that. Like I would teach them how to make it step by step, and I'd really love to host a baking show.
Okay, all right. So, what's your most hilarious oops moment during a project? Did it involve Legos, a math game, or baking disasters?
My biggest oops was probably in Legos, letting my sister get near the house that me and my mom spent building for a week. And my biggest oops in the math game was actually that the math game was made by paper. It was made by I wanted to use cardboard, but I couldn't find cardboard. And then there was water, like the what my brother he came and he knocked over the water on my project, so I had to redo it. The project I had to do all over again.
All right, that's great. Thank you so much for your answer. So now let's move on to the next question. My next question is: you are into computer science. Do you think you will invent something that even your teacher will need a tutorial to understand?
Um, I am very into computer science, but I don't really know that much because um but my brother used to teach me some stuff about computer science about because whenever like something like it's not working, I always call my brother or I say like, come can you fix this? So I feel like I could help them, my teachers especially, like for example if they want to turn on the volume of the board, if they want to do like it because we have a board in our classroom like electric, like it's an electric board. Okay, so I help my teachers connect their screen, and I all learned that from my brother because I used to have problems with that too. So I learned that from my brother, and I always help my teachers like with all that stuff with their computers and all of that with their laptops.
Oh, that's great. You are simply amazing. Thank you so much for your answer. So,
Thank
if you could compete in a leg building world championship, what theme would you choose for your masterpiece?
The theme I've always wanted to build the Eiffel Tower. So I feel like I would build the Eiffel Tower, or I'd want to build Burj Khalifa, because these two buildings are one of the best in the world.
Okay, all right. So, imagine you could build any gadget in the world. What would it do, and how would it totally confuse your friends?
I would want to do probably like a robot. And then with the robot, I would like make the robot confuse my friends by saying like stuff like like Siri. I feel like they'd be fascinated if I could do something like that. But I've always wanted to build a robot ever since I was young. But I used to build robots with Legos because I couldn't build robots.
All right. So, if you found a genie lamp and could wish for three things, would you ask for superpowers, infinite cupcakes, or a robot that does your homework, or maybe all three?
If I could ask for three things, I would ask for the ability to own a business. I mean, I could now, but like the stuff, so I could. And the second thing is that I want to hopefully pass all my classes in the future, and I would want to have infinite Lego because I love building Legos. It's really fun. And I have a box filled with Legos from the past and future. And recently, I went shopping with my sister for Legos, and we're gonna build like a flower, like a Lego flower, because she wants to put it in her new house.
All right, that's really fantastic wishes. Thank you so much for your answer. So imagine your laptop comes to life one day. What's the first thing it would do after seeing all your projects?
Um, I don't have a laptop, but I feel like it would be really impressed because overall I've done so many things with my iPad and so many impressive things. Like I even draw sometimes on my iPad when I'm bored, and I feel like it would be really impressed from the time that I've spent on it by being creative, and yeah, that's what I think.
All right. So if your favorite book character joined you in a robotics competition, who would it be and how would they totally mess up or win the challenge?
Okay, so I think that if my favorite book character, my actually one of the scariest books I've read was actually the Five Nights at Freddy's series. I'm almost done with the series. It's really good. I don't think they would mess up since they're basically robots, and I don't think they'd mess anything up because they're robots themselves. So I feel like they would know how to build and create robots.
Okay, all right. So picture this: you are stand on an island with only your baking supplies and a computer. What's your survival plan? Cupcakes or coding your way off the island?
I feel like I could possibly contact someone with my computer, or maybe I could send a message, and maybe I could bake food with the resources that I have around me. And yeah, and maybe I could, since I build with Legos a lot, I could I could like like cut off the branches of trees, and I could make like shelter for myself while I'm stranded.
All right, fantastic. Thanks so much for your answer. So you are given a time machine, but can only use it to visit a moment in your life. Would you go back to a proud moment or a hilarious one?
I would go for if I'm being honest, I'd go for a proud moment of mine because when I was young, I used to win a bunch of awards, so I feel like I'd want to go back and I would really be proud of myself, like be more thankful for those awards.
All right. So if you could have a billboard that the
Sorry, miss, I have to change my location.
no problem, no. So I was asking if you could have a billboard that the whole world would see. What message would you put on it, and would there be cupcakes on it?
If I could have the whole world see the message, I feel like it would be like it would probably be like a quote for people to learn, like to never give up on their dreams, because in my baking life ever since I was young, I love baking and I still love baking. I have done plenty of mistakes, and I have retried those recipes so many times, and I succeeded on those recipes.
All right, mashallah, mashallah. Thank you so much for your wonderful answer, and that's wrap up this amazing conversation with the talented, creative, and the future tech trailblazer Meta, from designing a math game to building with Legos and dreaming up ways to combine storytelling with computer science. She is truly a powerhouse of ideas and inspiration. So, Mehta, thank you for joining and sharing your journey and making us laugh along the way. It's been a blast. To everyone listening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Stay curious, keep building, and remember every great idea starts with a little imagination and lot of patience. Until next time, stay awesome and keep chasing those dreams. Catch you in the next episode. Thank you so much again, Meta, for your fantastic interview. So, thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye.